Yeah. What's the word? What's the word? What's up? What's going on, everybody? How we feeling today? What's going on, everybody? Noble Akira here, and it is December 27th on a Saturday at 11:30, 8 p.m. And I said 7:30, but it's the game. Tis the game. Tis the game. What's the word? What's up with everybody? Let's see who all loading in. Yeah. Let's see. There are a few things I actually want to go over. Today we're going over a lot, I'm not gonna lie. It's just it's a lot. See someone in the chat. Alright. If you guys don't know, let's just get into it. I've been doing these streams for a little minute. I feel like it's cool. I feel like it's, it's just a way for me to, do more and shit. So, yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Actually, get some water real quick, and then I'm gonna go. All right. Ah, all right. All right. All right. All right. So let's actually. All right. All right. Now let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with our good friend Flacco, let's go to his YouTube. So, let me see. So, my nigga Flacco is what a lot of, I don't even want to say a lot of the community, but he is someone who calls out a lot of, bullshit in the competitive side of, the community, which is pretty cool, he really kind of, and if you're new, you don't really have to care, but because essentially we're all just, people who play the game and just really good at the game. But I guess you could say he exposed Ace, which in his situation was kind of cheating, but he really exposed a guy named Jonas. And I don't know which meta or set it was, but I know his situation was he was using Blackbeard, and in his situation he had 5 copies of This Is My Era, which is a searcher. So you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, that could have been a mistake, but you did sleeve up 5 though. Like, it's the action of sleeving up, you know what I'm saying, like, but why do I say this? Why am I bringing up Flacco? Flacco came out with a post recently that I actually thought was interesting. So I feel like, if you are a part of the community, I do think you should follow Flacco, as well as another person I'm gonna mention. Let's do this. Let's go to expose. I'm going crazy. So, all right. He comes out with a screenshot from his Discord, which speaks on this, and it reads as this. It's from Don Palm at Flacco. The East and West players are beefing again over Metafy guides. East players saying the West are releasing shitty guides, call them a cash grab, a low quality, because the guides they're releasing are OP14, and the only testing the West has is a sim. The East claims since the West don't got the cards and the notable tops from some of the people making the Metafy, and they have no right to release the guides. West players claim East releases sloppy guides as well, and calling the East babies. because the East eating the market share on because the West eating the market share on paid Metafy content. As an outsider, can still say the Metafy guys are a scam anyway. And here's my take on it. If the Metafy is over $50 max, and I mean max, I'm inclined to feel that it's a scam. You know what I'm saying? But here's why I say it. Essentially, all you really have to do is just learn the game to the best of your ability and the best of its ability. You know what I'm saying? So if there's no really like, and also you have like things like, you know, insight, you have your own instincts and shit like that when it comes to the game. But essentially, the game is just deck knowledge, core knowledge, and learning the flow of the game itself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel it shouldn't be more than 50. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about a card, we're talking about a card game. Yeah, you can win prizes from it and, shit like that, whatever. But I don't know. Like, it's just, to me, that's a lot of money. That's and a lot of these Metafys can get crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of them are 50, but we gotta speak on it. And we shall go to the infamous Joey. Let me see. Hearts Pirates TCG. A very, very controversial figure. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm gonna keep it strictly this, but you should also follow.
All right, let's get started.
I think you should follow.
TCG. This one's for you. Oh.
You should also follow Heart Pirates TCG, because in the sense of he actually is like a really he is a good player. He's like a really good player. I'm not gonna lie, but you know what I'm saying. It's just the controversialness of it. Is what kind of negates it. But let's actually go to Metafy, and through him, let's go to Metafy. See, he promotes his a lot.
Hello, everyone.
Let me see if it's in his comments or something. Okay, nah, it's actually not. Okay. Trying to go to his Metafy. Do I gotta log in? This is let's see. Trying to see if I can go to his. Okay, here we go. Now this is cool. Like his emu guy being 20, that's cool. I can fuck with that. That's actually cool. But it's the 99. That kinda it's kinda warranted me from it. So let's look at it. It is the ultimate general and situational gameplay guide. Bam. So it's introduction, rules for navigating turns, mulligan, sequencing, what information tells you, reading board state, tempo plays, changing plays based on information, combat math, resource management, defense, life thresholds, putting it all together. Okay. So hold on. So it has 238, 1290, 750. Okay. 7 minutes of video. Okay. Okay. Okay, so he is giving you bang for your buck. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. Like I'm saying, like a lot of this is shit you learn, but it is helpful. That's why you can't really negate it. That's why, I don't know, beyond like the controversial shit, like whatever, it's just, you know, it's just, you know, he does give like, you know, good information for real. And they both do. So now let's look at some East shit. I want to look at some East shit. Okay. All right. Trying to see. Hold on. Let's look at Luigi Amato. Yeah, he got some videos and shit that be out. Okay, yeah, through the 30s, 20s. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is not bad. Got Luigi, got Matteo. I mean, that's cool. A lot of these aren't bad though. I'll give him that. Definitely give him that. Yeah, that's not bad. That shit not bad. I'll fuck with it. Yeah, I'll fuck with it. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Especially if these people like actually got tops and shit. Pretty cool. Alright. Let me see if I can find some East ones though. Let's see if I can just find something. I'm guessing this is all Eastern. Okay. Coaching, 2 hours or 120, so 60 an hour. Coaching, 50 an hour. Josh Impact, I heard him. 100 an hour is crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you broke, just say that. Like, nigga, fuck it. All right, my name is Sam. VOD reviews for 45. Consultation is free. Okay, masterclass. Alright, Cali guys. Alright, his shit is 25. I'm saying that's not bad. I don't know. I'm not sold yet. It's hilarious. Guides. Yep, 30, 10, 17, 28, free. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Okay. No, that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah. I mean, Metaphors is all right. It's just, I don't know. It's just, yeah. But fuck it. It's a couple I'll buy though. Definitely. right. All right. Now, there has been a lot. Card reveals, leaks, all that shit. I don't even want to call them leaks. They just fucking just reveals. Let's go to it. All right. Let's actually go to it. Look at this. All new shit. Since we fucking since we fucking good last was here. Alright, okay. Okay, we start here. Alright. Alright. Ace and Sabo and Luffy. It's a new promo, Red Leader, 5 life, and it is the Marine Brothers, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? 5 life, 5K. Activate main once per turn. Give up to one of your Sabo, up to one of your Portkas D Ace, and up to one of your Monkey D Luffy, each 1,000 power for this turn. So it's very like them centric, so which is dope. Then you got EB04, got some EB04 leaks or reveals. Joribani red, 1 cost 2K power. On play, like the top 4 cards, reveal up to 1 Egghead or Straw Hat's crew type card other than Joribani and add it to your hand. That's pretty cool. She give me some Straw Hat shit. It's crazy. Ooh, Distorted Future, red events, 1 cost, Egghead, Bonnie Pirates, main. It's an event. If you have 2 or less life cards, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 powers during this turn. Oh wait, if you have 2 level. Or and it's a counter, yeah, 3K counter. Gum Gum Hawk Gatling, yellow event, 2 costs. Egghead, the 4 Emperors, Short Hat Crew, main. You may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life card to your hand. Add up to 1 Egghead type character card from your hand to the top of your life cards, face up. Then give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power during this turn. Trigger. Draw 2 cards, trash 1 card from your hand. Black Rope, Dragon Twister. Yellow events, 6 costs. Fishman Island, Supernovas, Straw Hat Crew. Main. You may turn 1 card from the top of your life cards face up. If the number of your characters is less than the number of your opponent's characters, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 6 or less, and up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 5 or less. Jesus Christ. Trigger. Draw 2 cards, trash 1 card from your hand. Sentomaru, yellow. Yellow character, 2 costs, 1K power, 1K counter. Blocker. On play, if you have 2 or less life cards, draw 1 card. Okay, and he's a blocker. That's pretty nice. Vegapunk. Yellow character, 2 costs, 0 power, O'Hara/Scientist, plus 1,000. If you have 2 or less life cards, all of your yellow scientist type characters cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effects. Wow. The on times one. This character gains blocker. Wow, that's pretty cool. Pork is the ace. This is the promo shit. Red character, P121. 5 cost, 6k power. Navy, counter, 1k counter. On play, if you have a character named Sabo or Monkey D. Luffy in play, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power during this turn. Yamato, 4 cost, 5k attack. Land of Wano, 1k counter. If you have a character in play with no base effect, this character gains plus 2,000 power. What? Monkey D. Guard, red character, 1 cost, 2k attack. Navy, 1k counter. On play, it's a searcher. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Navy type card and add it to your hand. And place the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order and discard 1 card from your hand. Damn. Activate this card's main effect trigger. Alright. Kazuki Sukiyaki. Green character, 3 costs, 0 attack, 0 attack, 1 on country. Kazuki blocker. Activate main. Once per turn, give up to one of your leaders with the type Wano country up to 1 rested Dawn. It's pretty cool. Oh, he gonna make Yamato crazy. Monkey D. Luffy, red character, 132, 4 costs, 6k attack, Navy. On play, you may rest 4 of your Dawn. You may play up to 1 each Sabo and 1 Pork is the ace from your hand with a power of 6k. Wow. Ooh, this Marine brother shit, like, we going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Sabo, 4 cost, 6k attack. On play, you may rest 1 Dawn. Give this character and up to 1 of your Monkey D, Luffy, and Pork is the ace with a base power of 6k rush each. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Do y'all understand that? This is basically like fucking my emu shit. This is crazy. Wow. Makino, 1 cost, 0k attack, Fuchsia Village, 2k counter. On play, give up to one of your characters with an original power of 6k plus 2,000 power for the turn. Jesus. Habitual Dine and Dashers. It's hilarious. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Sabo. This is a searcher. Oh, after this, return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. If you did not add 1 card to your hand, draw 1 card. That's nice. So if you whiff, you still draw a card. It's crazy. Trigger. Activate this card's main effect. Then you got the vanillas, got the Kobe, sword, got the new gates. Ooh, 10k, 12. Cost attack. Got the dragon. Ooh. 5 cost, 6k, 2k. 6k attack, 2k counter. Then we got 3 cost, 5k attack, 1k counter to Dawn. Ooh, this 2k shit is beautiful. 6k. No, 6 cost, 7k, 2k counter Shanks. Nice. Scaled Neptunian. 7K. Oh, 7 cost, 8K attack, 1K counter. Rush. On play, draw a card for each of your Neptunian type characters, and then trash the same number of cards from your hand. Nice. Bird Neptunian. Set up to one of your Don cards is active. Oh, activate main. Set up to one of your Don. Oh, first off. Whoa. Start from the top. 5 cost, 7K attack. Activate main. Set up to one of your Don cards is active. Then you cannot set Don cards as active using characters' effects during this turn. When attacking, if you have 3 or more Neptunian type characters, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 8 or less. Damn. Heck 'em. Well, no, missed 'ems. 6K, 6 cost, 5K attack, 1K counter. Your turn. If you have 3 or more Minx type characters, give all of your opponent's characters -1 cost. If your leader has the Minx type, play up to 1 Minx type character with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. Nice. Shark Break Fist. 1 cost, 1K, 1 cost counter up to one of your fishman type leader or character. Gains plus 3,000 during this battle. Then set up to one of your fishman type characters is active. Damn. Damn, man, fishman shit is going crazy. God damn. Egarum. That's hilarious. Three cost, 4K attack, 1K counter. If your leader has Nefeltari Vivi, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. Activate main. Once per turn. You may trash 1 card from your hand. Give up to 1 rested Don card to your leader or one of your characters. Pretty cool. Terracotta. 2 cost, 2K counter, 0 attack. Activate main. You may rest this character and trash 1 card from your hand. Up to one of your Alabaster type characters gains unblockable during this turn. Bluegrass. 4 cost, 6K attack. On play, place up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 1 or less at the bottom of your deck. And the bottom of the owner's deck. When attacking, draw 1 card and trash 1 card from your hand. Ice Time. Ooh. I like the R. Ooh. Ice Time. 5 costs. Main. You may trash 1 card from your hand. If your leader has a Navy type, up to 2 of your opponent's characters with the cost up to 2 of your opponent's characters with 10,000 power or less cannot attack until the end of your opponent's next end phase. Trigger. Return up to 1 of your characters with the cost of 5 or less to the owner's hand. Jeez Louise. I heard the sound of a lady's teardrops falling. One. Activate, 1 cost. Main. If your leader is Sanji, look at the top 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Sanji or event and add it to your hand. And trash the rest. Counter. You may trash 1 card from your hand up to one of your Sanji characters. The Sanji cards gains plus 4,000. Okay, like a GG. This plus 4,000 shit is crazy. And you got Queen. On play, you may trash 1 Animal Kingdom Pirates type card from your hand. Draw 2 cards. Huh, it's not bad. Activate main once per turn. You may rest 2 of your Don cards. If your leader has the Animal Kingdom Pirates type, add up to 1 Don from your Don deck or rest. It's not bad. Okay. Damn, okay, you can keep doing it. Groggy Monsters. 5 cost, 6k attack, 1k counter, Dawn -1 on play. If you have 3 or more Foxy Pirate type characters, KO up to one of your opponents. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 6,000 power, base power or less. Fuck it. Charlotte Pudding, as if we don't have enough. Blocker, 2 cost, 1k attack, 1k counter. On your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may trash one character. You may trash one card from your hand. If you have 4 more events in your trash, up to one of your leader or character cards gains plus 2,000 power during this battle. That's actually nice. It's actually like really nice. Jeez. Hitokiri Kamazo, blocker, 3 costs, 4k attack, 1k counter. Your turn, once per turn. When a Dawn card in your field is returned to the Dawn deck, if your leader has the Kid Pirates type, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. Porsche. On play, if your leader is the Foxy Pirates type, look at the top 5 cards, reveal up to 1 Foxy Pirate Alliance and search it. And I seen this, and this shit looked kind of like really, really, really cool. I'm not gonna lie. And it's a rare. 1 cost. Main. You may rest 6 of your Dawn cards. Up to one of your Kaido cards gain plus 3,000 power during this turn. Then rest up to one of your opponent's characters. Counter Dawn -1. Your leader gains plus 4,000. Oh my god. Kaido's about to be raw now. Damn. Then we got Doll for EB04. What all was this? This was EB04, right? Yep. This is all EB04. God damn. Yep, we got Doll. She's black. 2 costs, 1k power. Blocker. Opponent's turn. All of your Navy type characters gains plus 2 costs. Rob Lucci, black character. 4 costs, 6k attack. If your leader has the CP, if your leader has the type CP, this character gains plus 2 costs and plus 1,000 power for every 5 cards in your trash. You may place one of your characters in the trash and draw 1 card. Man, what? Kaku. Black character, EB04, 3 costs, 4k attack, 2k counter. Once per turn, if your black character with an original cost of 5 or lower would be KO by an opponent's effects, you may instead place 3 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in the order of your choosing. On play, place 2 cards from the top of your deck to your trash. Damn. So it helps cycle itself out. It's pretty raw. Then we got Finger Pistol, Yellow Lotus. Black events, 4 costs. Main, you may trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 5 or less. Trigger, activate this card's main effect. Jeez Louise. Okay. God damn. EB04 is looking like insane, bro. I'm not gonna lie. God damn. That shit is looking nice. It's looking crazy. crazy. Sheesh. So I'm trying to think. These are all kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. All right. What's next? What's next? What's next? I mean, fuck it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, we got to get this shit popping. Let's look. It's OP15. So my thing is, you already know it's a character. It's gonna be Luffy. We might get a new Luffy leader. I am kind of we might not, but will we get a new Enel leader? It's the question. Who knows? Who? Well, no, nah, I don't think so because. Yep. You have this shit, which is the One Piece limited card collection that is only in the base shop. I'm guessing in Japan. I'm guessing only in Japan. That's crazy. And they just came out with this leader. Now, why would they come out with that leader? You know what I'm saying? That's also Block 2. If you can't see. Why would they come out with that leader when if they're just gonna come out with another leader for OP15? Doesn't make sense. So I think Nolan might be a leader or Wiper. Nolan or Wiper might be leaders on this, but you never know. Like the set could be themed in what I'm saying OP15, but they could still sprinkle some other shit in there. So you never know. You never know. It's OP15. It's pretty dope. It looks good though. Hold on. Look at this shit. It look nice though. It do look good though. I agree with that. I like the colors, I like the colorways. Trying to think. Oh, hold on. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, this shit look good. See, I was showing. I didn't even know y'all couldn't see it, but yeah, I was showing this. Because why would they come out with this? Block 2 and nail the special raw edition. You know, if they just gonna replace it, it don't make sense. Yeah, and the colorway is pretty cool. Yep, it's pretty cool. All right, let's actually look something else. Something else I seen was interesting. All right, yeah, let me see. Let me definitely see. Raise you, what was it? This shit. Now, what do you think of this shit? It says. This is, what is it? The One Piece card game Admirable Collection, version 1. Vinsmoke Reiju. So we got the abbreviation ACO1. Let me see. So yeah, got that shit. Let me see. Because actually, like I thought it was cool. I thought it was interesting. Like it had, looked like it got what? I want to say it actually had like the specs on it. Yeah, you get like the different. It's cool. You get like the different Reijus. It's, you know, I'm a player though. Like, all right. So from here it says ACO1. This Asia, non-Japan exclusive. Releases January 16th and comes with 1 milk box, 8 extra boosters. So you come with 8 packs of EB03, 70 count sleeves, 4 promo cards, which are pretty stacked, not gonna lie. dope. I like that. I actually liked it. Definitely liked it. So actually, I actually do want to watch a video from our good sir, Ikai Likai. Yep, Ikai Likai. Yep. Damn, 40 minutes. Maybe we'll do this. I'll do this on the next time. On the next time. It is. I am kind of tired. Well, I'm not tired, but 40 minutes is a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. We want to hop on the sim. I feel like did I talk about everything I wanted to talk about? I think I did. I think I got everything just out. I guess I got one more thing to show. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was something else I wanted to talk about. Okay. We're gonna let's pivot off topic. Well, still trading cards, but to switch it up as far as like the One Piece. So I did think this was interesting. I hope I get this right on the first time. There we go. This is it. There we go. I actually thought this was interesting. This is 18 minutes. I guess I could watch it. Fuck it. But I thought this was interesting because the thing about Pokemon, I don't really, what I'm saying? I always figured the games was the shit, but the card shit, I never really understood why I was such a phenom as much as it is. But hopefully this video will enlighten us. So let's look. Let's look. Let me move this. Straight in.
Cards were part of the very first print run. The first chase cards in the English Pokemon TCG were the base set hollows. Released in 1999, these cards became instant hits, with Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur standing out immediately as the most desirable pulls. The trio represented the final evolutions of the Kanto starters from Pokemon Red and Blue, giving everyone that played the game a physical representation of the Pokemon they likely spent months training. For collectors, the base set had 3 distinct print runs: First Edition, Shadowless, and Unlimited. First Edition cards were part of the very first print run, identifiable by a small First Edition stamp on the left side of the artwork. These cards are among the rarest and most valuable cards in the... The first chase cards in the English Pokemon TCG were the base set hollows. Released in 1999, these cards became instant hits, with Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur standing out immediately as the most desirable pulls. The trio represented the final evolutions of the Kanto starters from Pokemon Red and Blue, giving everyone that played the game a physical representation of the Pokemon they likely spent months training. For collectors, the base set had 3 distinct print runs: First Edition, Shadowless, and Unlimited. First Edition cards were part of the very first print run, identifiable by a small First Edition stamp on the left side of the artwork. These cards are among the rarest and most valuable cards in the game today. Next came the Shadowless print, which lacked the First Edition stamp but shared another key characteristic. They don't have the drop shadow effect around the artwork's border, giving them a cleaner, flatter look. Shadowless cards are rarer than Unlimited, but more accessible than First Edition. And finally, there's the Unlimited print run. This is the most common version, with the added shadow effect around the artwork that became standard in future sets. For collectors on a budget, Unlimited base set holos offer a more affordable entry point. Pull rates at the time were around 1 holo rare per 3 packs, or about 12 holos per box. Rarity symbols were introduced to help identify card scarcity: a circle for commons, a diamond for uncommons, and a star for rares. Holo rares share the same star symbol as non-holo rares, making the foil background the only indicator of their higher rarity. Just the beginning of Pokemon's not always straightforward rarity system. Released later in 1999, Jungle and Fossil followed closely after the base set, also featuring traditional holos as their primary chases, with similar pull rates of about 1 in 3 packs. Unlike the base set, Jungle and Fossil never had a Shadowless print run, but did include First Edition and Unlimited versions. In Jungle, the top chase was Snorlax, a fan-favorite Pokemon that became iconic due to its absolutely massive HP at the time. Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon, the original evolutions, also stood out as being highly sought after. In Fossil, the clear standout chase was Dragonite, with other notable holos including Gengar, the game's first Ghost-type Pokemon, and Lapras, a popular Pokemon in the video game. The latter 3 sets in the original series were Team Rocket, Gym Heroes, and Gym Challenge. Team Rocket introduced players and collectors to Dark Pokemon, including the fan favorites Charizard, Blastoise, and Dragonite. This set was also particularly notable for the inclusion of the game's very first secret rare in Dark Raichu. This card was numbered 83 out of 82, a convention that we still have in the game today. Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge took things in a different direction, spotlighting iconic gym leaders alongside their Pokemon. Blaine's Charizard led the charge, becoming an instant fan favorite. Sabrina's Gengar brought a haunting presence, perfectly matching its mysterious trainer, and Rocket Zapdos added a darker twist to the legendary bird. Then in 2000, the Neo era introduced new mechanics and a fresh lineup of Pokemon from the Johto region. Spanning 4 sets, Neo Genesis, Neo Discovery, Neo Revelation, and Neo Destiny, this era ran until 2002 and brought collectors some of the most iconic cards in the game's history. Most notably was the introduction of Shining Pokemon, which became the ultimate chase card of the Neo era. With a pull rate of approximately 1 per 12 to 18 packs, these rare cards featured familiar Pokemon depicted with alternate color palettes. In Neo Revelation, the first 2 Shining Pokemon were Shining Magikarp and Shining Gyarados. These cards hold a special place in collecting history, not only for their rarity, but for their connection to the iconic red Gyarados encounter in Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Neo Destiny then took things further, introducing a lineup of 8 Shining Pokemon. The top chases include Shining Charizard, Shining Raichu, and Shining Mewtwo, with Shining Charizard standing out as one of the rarest and most valuable cards of the era. No surprises there. Unlike later sets, these early Shining Pokemon had only the Pokemon itself in foil. Outside of Shining Pokemon, each Neo set had its share of chase holos. Neo Genesis featured Lugia and Typhlosion, both of which became collector favorites. Neo Discovery highlighted Espeon and Umbreon, marking their first appearances in the TCG. Neo Revelation had the legendary beasts Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. And Neo Destiny included the concept of Light and Dark Pokemon, with Dark Tyranitar and Light Dragonite being favorites among collectors. Then technically sandwiched in between this era and the next was the release of Legendary Collection. In homage to the original base set, Legendary Collection made history by debuting the game's first ever reverse holos, featuring an absolutely stunning firework pattern. While no future reverse holos would ever top this treatment would become a mainstay in the TCG to this day. Then we have the e-reader era of the Pokemon TCG, which was short-lived but left behind some of the game's most iconic cards. Released between 2002 and 2003 and spanning just 3 sets, Expedition, Aquapolis, and Skyridge, this was the last era produced by Wizards of the Coast before the Pokemon Company International took over. What set these cards apart was the integration of e-reader technology. Certain cards had scannable dot codes along the borders, allowing players to access minigames, Pokédex entries, and other digital content through the Nintendo e-reader. The Crystal Pokemon, introduced in Aquapolis and Skyridge, were the rarest pulls of the era. These cards introduced a Crystal-type mechanic, featuring Pokemon that could use multiple energy types for their attacks. Standout cards from this group include Crystal Charizard, Crystal Lugia, and Crystal Ho-Oh, all of which are very recognizable due to their artwork and unique frame. Pull rates for Crystal Pokemon were about 1 in every 12 packs, making them relatively rare at the time. In addition to Crystal Pokemon, Expedition base set featured holo versions of classic Pokemon like Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, each with new artwork. Now onto the EX era, which spanned from 2003 to 2007. This is when we were first introduced to Pokemon EX. Notable for higher HP and stronger attacks, these Pokemon were balanced by the risk of giving up 2 prize cards instead of 1 when they were knocked out. The first Pokemon EX appeared in EX Ruby and Sapphire. Notice the holofoil treatment extending across the entire card, making Pokemon EX visually distinct from cards that came before them. Notable early EX cards include Mewtwo EX, Kyogre EX, and Groudon EX. As the era progressed, Gold Star Pokemon emerged as the era's ultimate chase. Introduced in EX Team Rocket Returns and continue across several sets, these cards were recognizable by the small gold star next to the Pokemon's name and featured artwork of shiny Pokemon. Gold Stars had notoriously low pull rates, averaging around 1 per 2 to 3 booster boxes, making them some of the rarest cards of the time. Chase Gold Stars include Rayquaza Gold Star from EX Deoxys, Charizard Gold Star from EX Dragon Frontiers, and the legendary Beast Gold Stars from EX Unseen Forces. Gold Stars today are some of the most sought after Pokemon cards in the entire game. After that, we have the Diamond and Pearl and Platinum eras, which ran from 2007 to 2010. These eras were the first to align themselves with the release of the Pokemon video games, a trend that continues to this day. And alongside the new name came a new gameplay mechanic. Level X cards functioned similarly to their evolutions, but could only be played on top of their respective Pokemon of the same name once they had reached their highest stage. From a collector's perspective, these cards became the main chase cards of the era, with pull rates of around 1 in every 12 packs, making them rare but still attainable compared to Gold Stars. Some of the most sought after Level X cards include Lucario Level X from Mysterious Treasures, Garchomp Level X from Majestic Dawn, and Dialga Level X from the Platinum set. Sets like Platinum Arceus then featured secret rare shiny variants of popular Pokemon, with pull rates of around 1 in every 30 packs. This set in particular also stood out for its many forms of Arceus Level X and Level 100, cementing the Pokemon God as a central figure in Pokemon lore and collecting. Then we have the short-lived Heart Gold and Soul Silver era, spanning from 2010 to 2011. Much like the video games they were named after, these sets revisited the Johto region. One of the standout features of this era was the introduction of Prime Pokemon. These cards showcased Pokemon with enhanced abilities and higher stats, standing out with bold artwork that zoomed in on the Pokemon's face and featured a unique silver border. Prime cards had a pull rate of about 1 in every 6 packs, making them relatively accessible but still highly collectible, especially for popular Pokemon like Typhlosion, Feraligatr, and Gengar. Another defining chase of the Heart Gold and Soul Silver era were the Legends, unique 2-piece cards that had to be combined to form a full image of a legendary Pokemon. Pull rates for Legend cards were about 1 in every 12 packs, making complete sets fairly difficult to get a hold of. Key Legend cards from this time include Lugia and Ho-Oh from the Heart Gold and Soul Silver base set, and Rayquaza and Deoxys from Undaunted. Now onto the Black and White era, which ran from 2011 to 2013, and introduced collectors to a new generation of Pokemon from the Unova region. Mechanically, the biggest innovations of this era were the introduction of Pokemon EX, capital EX this time. Pokemon EX were powerful basic Pokemon with high HP and hard-hitting attacks, and similarly offered 2 prize cards instead of 1. But for collectors, the Black and White era marked one of the most important turning points in the game's history, the introduction of full arts. For the first time ever, artwork extended from border to border, paired with intricate textured foil patterns that made these cards look absolutely incredible. The Black and White base set kicked things off with iconic cards like Reshiram and Zekrom, each available in both regular and full art versions, the latter of which appeared about once in every 18 packs. Then as the era progressed, sets like Next Destinies and Dark Explorers expanded the lineup with fan favorites like Mewtwo EX and Darkrai EX. And once again, we see the return of secret rare shiny Pokemon. Unsurprisingly, some of the most popular of which are shiny Charizard and shiny Blastoise from Plasma Storm, and shiny Rayquaza from Dragons Exalted. Pull rates for these shinies were tough, coming in at around 1 in every 72 packs, making them very hard to come by. Each of the Plasma sets, including Plasma Storm, Plasma Freeze, and Plasma Blast, introduced another unique mechanic, treatment, complete with blue borders and Team Plasma branding. Then the XY era, which spanned from 2014 to 2017, introduced players and collectors to the Kalos region. But what really
generation standout was the debut of Mega Pokemon. These were evolutions of Pokemon EX and super powerful in-game, but playing one ended your turn immediately, meaning you had to wait another full turn until they could attack. From a collector standpoint, the real appeal comes from their beautiful, dynamic artwork with Japanese text slashing across the card. An interesting side note here that the Japanese version of these cards had English text instead. Notable pulls from this era include Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y from XY Flashfire, and the Mega Rayquaza from Ancient Origins. In particular, the Dragon Form Mega Charizard remains the most sought after card from this era. Pull rates for Pokemon EX and Mega Evolutions remain similar to the Black and White era, coming in at about 1 in every 8 packs for EX cards and 1 in every 18 packs for full art versions. This era also brought in a number of other new treatments and mechanics to the game, one being full art trainers, which, while nice, never quite had the same appeal as their Pokemon counterparts. Then there's the return of secret rares, which stood out this time around with their holographic golden frame. One notable example being the Gyarados EX from Breakpoint. With a pull rate of roughly 1 in 72 packs, these were hard to come by. But since there were only one or a few per set, they're not too rare by today's standards. In XY Breakthrough, we also got a new mechanic in Break cards, which behave like normal evolutions, except they also maintain the attacks and abilities of the Pokemon they evolved from. These never quite caught on, I can't imagine why. In this era, we were also introduced to special sets, which are unique expansions that don't follow the traditional release structure. These sets weren't sold in booster boxes, but instead came exclusively through products like collection boxes, tins, and Elite Trainer boxes, making them feel a bit more exclusive. Most consider the first full-size special set to be Generations, which was released in 2016 as a part of Pokemon's 20th anniversary celebration. In addition to being a nostalgic trip through memory lane, Generations also introduced the Radiant Collection, a subset of cards with unique foil patterns and a game mechanic that allows only one per deck. Evolutions, another special release and the final set of the era, paid homage to the base set with reimagined versions of classic cards. While the set initially had a mixed reception, some collectors felt it relied too heavily on nostalgia, it has since become one of the most sought-after expansions of the era. The reimagined base set Charizard is a particular favorite among collectors. Now we make our way to the Sun and Moon era, which ushered in the Alola region and its tropical-themed Pokemon. The headline mechanic of this generation was GX Pokemon. These cards are similar to their EX counterparts, but had the additional ability to use GX attacks, highly powerful moves that could only be used once per game. For collectors, this era introduced rainbow rares. This treatment included vibrant, multicolored foiling that set them apart as some of the hardest pulls in each set, coming in at about 1 in every 36 packs. Among these, the Full Art Charizard GX from Burning Shadows quickly became a standout, but the real turning point for collectors came a bit later, with the release of sets like Team Up and Unified Minds. Here we were given tag teams, cards that featured amazing artwork showcasing two Pokemon sharing the same card. Chases like Gengar and Mimikyu, spooky, Latios and Latias with undeniably adorable artwork, and the unlikely duo of Mewtwo and Mew won over collectors for the remainder of the Sun and Moon era, providing some of the most unique designs the TCG had seen. The Sun and Moon era closed out in a big way with the release of Hidden Fates, a special set that was a clear nod to nostalgic collectors. The highlight was the introduction of the Shiny Vault, a massive subset of shiny Pokemon. Cards like the shiny Charizard GX skyrocketed in popularity, because people simply cannot get enough of their color-shifted fire-breathing lizard. Next, the Sword and Shield era, spanning from 2020 to 2023, introduced the Pokemon world to the Galar region. Mechanically, this era brought in two new card types. Pokemon V functioned similarly to GX cards from the Sun and Moon era, offering high-powered Pokemon that gave up 2 prize cards when knocked out. Pokemon V Max then took things a step further, representing the Dynamax and Gigantamax forms in the video games. Massive, overpowered evolutions that gave up 3 prize cards when defeated. For collectors, this era started off quietly. Early sets like Sword and Shield Base and Rebel Clash offered new V and VMAX Pokemon, but nothing that dramatically shifted collector interest. Then that changed in a big way with the introduction of alternate art V and VMAX cards, which quickly became the era's standout chase. These cards featured intricate story-driven artwork that went far beyond the usual battle poses, showcasing Pokemon in natural environments or engaging in slice-of-life moments. Pull rates for specific VMAX alternate arts were notoriously low, with estimates ranging as low as 1 in 2,000 packs, making them some of the hardest to pull cards in the game's history. Among these, the Evolution V and VMAX cards from Evolving Skies emerged as the ultimate collector targets. Umbreon VMAX, nicknamed Moonbreon for its iconic artwork, became the era's crown jewel. Other highly sought-after cards included Rayquaza VMAX from the same set, as well as Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike. Vivid Voltage introduced the first amazing rares, known for their splashy rainbow backgrounds, with Rayquaza, Jirachi, and Celebi among the standouts. With relatively high pull rates of 1 or 2 per box, while gorgeous, these cards do not command high price tags today. Brilliant Stars then brought in Trainer Gallery cards, which featured Pokemon alongside their trainers once again, as well as a new mechanic in Pokemon V-Star. Here, instead of evolving your Pokemon V into VMAX, you could instead evolve it into V-Star, which gave out 2 prize cards instead of 3, and a V-Star move that could only be used once per game. Celebrations then honored the franchise's 25th anniversary with classic reprints like Base Set Charizard and unique promos such as the Gold Star Umbreon, this time with a fun little stamp. And lastly, Crown Zenith capped off the era with its Galarian Gallery, showcasing a few stunning V-Stars and a secret rare Pikachu. That brings us to today. The Scarlet and Violet era, spanning from 2023 to the present, marks the 9th generation of the Pokemon TCG, introducing collectors to a new wave of Pokemon from the Paldea region. This era brought back a familiar mechanic with the return of Pokemon EX, back to lowercase this time, as well as a new mechanic in Terra Pokemon. These cards feature unique crystalline designs inspired by the terrestrial phenomenon from the video games, allowing Pokemon to change their type mid-battle. In the card game, these Pokemon simply cannot be damaged while on the bench, nothing too crazy there. One of the most immediate differences in this era, thank God, was the shift to silver borders on cards, aligning the international releases with Japan's design. Another significant change for collectors was the introduction of a clear, structured rarity system. Double rares with 2 black stars for Pokemon EX, ultra rares with 2 white stars for full arts, illustration rares with 1 gold star that showcase artistic depictions of Pokemon in their natural environments, special illustration rares with 2 gold stars that combine intricate art with high-powered Pokemon EX and trainer cards, and hyper rares with 3 gold stars, representing the lowest pull rate cards and gorgeous gold foiling. Among those, the real chase today comes in the form of special illustration rares. Since there are way too many popular ones to list, here are a few of my personal favorites. Giratina from Lost Origins, Bubble Mew and Gardevoir from Paldea and Fates, Greninja from Twilight Masquerade, Venusaur from 151, and Sylveon from Prismatic Evolutions. And given current market conditions, even a few regular illustration rares are becoming highly sought after. This includes the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved and Drowsy from Scarlet and Violet base. But in my opinion, nothing comes close to the unbelievable artwork and storytelling found in the Gardevoir Evolution line from Scarlet and Violet base. I mean, this is absolutely adorable. A few sets in the era saw a renewed focus on accessibility, with higher pull rates compared to previous generations. Pokemon 151 comes to mind, with SIR pull rates of about 1 in 36 packs, making it among the best recent releases to master set, if you can find it that is. Then came Prismatic Evolutions, bringing a stark contrast with its highly sought after Evolution SIRs, which echoed the notoriously low pull rates of Evolving Skies. As the Pokemon TCG continues to evolve, one thing is certain, the thrill of the chase is far from over, and we as collectors cannot wait to see what's next. Now, if you want to see why everyone is going nuts over Pokemon right now, watch this video next.
Interesting. Okay. So it's pretty alright. Okay. Let's pop on the sale. Fucking, I'm ready. Actually, let's take a quick break for a second. Just for a second, nothing too crazy. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Whew. All right. We live. We are live. Let's boot up the sound. One second. All right. All right, let's get it. I want to grind with. Grind on ranked with Emu Sama. Cause that shit popping. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Right. I don't think they're gonna show up. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's actually practice with some Mihawk. Okay. Let's go over his shit again. If my opponent's leader has a slash, I gain 1,000. Activate main, I may rest one of my cards. If there is a character with a cost of 5 or more, step to 3 of it down as active. It's just green is so different. Okay, I think my shit is first. Yeah, this is actually fine. Okay. Blue Dolphin, man. That shit is crazy. Ooh, this Mihawk is nice. No. Oh, I'm about to say. Oh, that's hard. I can rest my stage. That's fire. Ugh, this shit is crazy. This Mihawk is insane, nigga. This nigga Mihawk is insane, dude. It's insane, bruh. It's really nothing that they could tell, man. That shit's crazy. The Mihawk coup. Alright, yeah, this Tashigi is actually kind of crazy. Okay, we got the 4K, we got that, and that. Hold on. Yeah, it's too expensive. What I was doing was like insane. Do I want to keep this? Do I want to keep this? better. So my thing is, I'm trying to figure out, like, that. It's like I'm trying to get the flow for Mihawk. man, I'm fucking with this me easy, man. This shit is fire, man. Just like the shit I'm doing is just so crazy. This law on Beppo is just like stupendous in this bitch. That would have worked. I think that's a Jova game, honestly. This is lower accurate too, because it did take Law and Beppo to actually try to like fight this again. Really making this like not fun, man. Damn. Blackbeard. This nigga is crazy. Do one more. Kind of getting the hang of it. Yeah, I'll keep this. Like, it's a very simple fucking. What's the name? It's a very simple game plan. Let me see. Summon Perona. I'm gonna grab you. Cause this Mihawk is crazy, I'm not gonna lie. And my turn. I need the stage too. This is Perona, OP14. Okay. Alright, hit me with the Lilith and the Jake. Ugh. Mm. I don't have this stage, bro. That shit is insane to me. It's 4 or less anyway. Let's do it like this. Whoa. Oh, you get the player added to your life. Whoa. Wow. Oh my god, man. Trigger fucking city, man. I knew we had that shit. Oh my god. Question is, do I let this go on another turn or do I end it all here? From what I can tell, his 2K situation is pretty alright. So I'm gonna assume he has hella triggers and just hella shit that's just not fucking cool. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to draw this shit out just a little bit longer. Let me do this. Actually, no, use your effects. Ish. These fucking triggers, man. These triggers is literally the death of me, man. God damn, man. That's over with. Bees are over with. Even if I did. Damn. Jeez, man. Alright, man. Mihawk it's a learning curve. It's definitely a learning curve. Definitely a learning curve. I don't know what all I can add to it. Not gonna lie, we've been here for 3 hours. I feel like I can get to it. Well, I guess. Let me see. Definitely want some emu action. Definitely already want my shit. Yeah, all right, fuck it. I don't see why not. All right, we can just chill. I may tweak some decks. Who knows? All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna call it. Tonight was a pretty all right stream, and I'm so happy, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you. So, like I said, man, this is Noble Akira, man. Thank y'all for kicking it with me, having fun, all that shit. Definitely gonna load up some little joints. I definitely gotta practice with Mihawk Sama, because I believe he is a lot better. He's a lot better than what you would think. Just the way his shit flows, it's easy to get kind of mixed up with it, especially when you're not used to using green. But I'll fuck with Mihawk. I think he's cool. I might try Croc and I might try Dofi next or soon, but I really wanted to be Mihawk, but we'll see. So again, this is Noble Akira, y'all. Signing out, man. Peace.